Hi everyone, welcome back. First things first here, I want to give out a huge thank you and way to go. Shout out to all the outpouring that I received yesterday. It really just smoked me out. I mean, I never imagined in a million years I would get a response like that. But thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Very much. Like I said, this really has been a dream and a goal of mine for some time now. Okay, one thing I did want to address before we get started, that last video, I had a little bit of diarrhea of the mouth because I wasn't quite organized and planned enough. It was kind of spur of the moment just to get a video out there and kind of let folks know what was going on. Today I'm a little more organized and have things planned out a little better. What I want to discuss and talk about and go over. Okay. With all that said, no more of all that. Here we go. This is going to be the asking for help episode. I'd like to also talk about my backstory for a little while, or a little bit. Still very nervous here, so bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Okay, like I said in the past, this is my story. This is what has worked for me. You know, it may not work for you. I hope it does, or I hope you figure out. And there is a plan out there for you. Yeah, you. 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 Yes, there is a plan out there for you that will work. But you have got to put the effort in. You've got to put the work in. It's not going to come easy. In fact, I went to a group this morning at where I go and receive treatment and whatnot, and they was holding a group, so I attended, and one of the ladies that was in there attending the group, she said a awesome quote, and I even wrote it down. She said that, you know, you didn't get in this dark place or in this shape overnight. So don't expect to get out of this shape or out of this dark place overnight either. You know, it's going to take some time. It's really going to take some time. And you're going to have to be able to look back and see your progress. You're going to have to be able to look at the baby steps and realize just how far you have come from where you were. Okay, I was an addict for about 14 years. I had a marriage that fell apart. We were both very young. Just life happened. You know, I really don't want to go into really details of it. Plus, she would probably kill me. We still talk and our friends, because, we got kids and whatnot. But, anyways, when she first left and took my babies, I didn't think I had anything else to live for. So I pretty much give up. I mean, I knew what I was doing when I got into it. I knew what it was going to amount to, what it was going to make me, and I prayed so many times for me not to wake up, and well, here I am. So, and I just kind of account that there's a plan for me. There is a plan for me. I just gotta believe that there's a divine plan, and just because we don't know what it is, don't mean that we won't find out down the road. Like that song. Thank God for unanswered prayers. All right. With that being said, for me, the biggest thing was admitting I was an addict to people because of the stigma that comes along with that word, addict. Addict. Think about it. Not good. Not good. But I'm going to tell you right now, I was so surprised, and I'm not scared to tell you, I bawled. I bawled like a baby. I mean, I felt about this tall. Telling that feller of what I really was. And, he just kind of looked at me and with very kind eyes and open arms, he said, well, let's get you some help. And by golly, he did. He did, and I'm here to tell you, people, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's a fact. I was talking to a buddy of mine, actually, he's family. Been around him all my life. He was saying one of the biggest things, actually going to have him on later on in the episodes. You got to learn to be happy without drugs. You gotta not, every time something turns bad or you get the bad news, you can't go running to the drugs to hold you and rock you at night. You just can't do it. You gotta, even if you're by yourself like me, I'm a single guy at 34, and I'm all day long, I'm just alone with my thoughts. I've got some pretty good friends. Actually, some really good friends. Some outstanding friends that I can talk to. But, even the best of friends or even family, there's some things you just don't share, I mean, or I know I don't. I'm just one of them guys, I guess. I just don't. The first step is admitting you got a problem, and after you do that, you're gonna have some options. You need to, like I said, put in the effort and the work, and then you'll see and figure out what kind of treatment and maybe detox centers or just whatever's around in your area. And believe you me, times have changed. They don't look at you like they used to. They don't look at you like, oh Lord, hide your purses and hide your wallets. Look at this addict coming. They're not like that. They understand it. It's a disease. It's something that we don't want. I know I didn't want it. I've and sat up all night long, even crying, wishing there was a way I could get out of this. Even contemplating death would be better than living the life that I was living as an addict. Uh, but there's help. There's help out there, and people want to help you. They're they're committed. They really are. Where I go, it's more of a family environment. The way they talk to you, the way that they treat you, it's just awesome, awesome. And honestly, depending on your background, I would be happy and proud to refer anybody to where I go. Uh, I don't think I'm going to really really leak that information right now. I just I just don't think it's a good idea. Uh, because well, I just don't, and just don't. All right. I think that one of the most important things of this first step, is you're going to really have to sit and you're really going to have to think, okay, what was that turning moment in my life? What was that big awful thing that made me turn to that pill and their little friends, their cousins there in a pile? What made me make that choice? You know, that you're gonna have to think about it. You're gonna have to think hard, and you're gonna have to be honest. Who gives a damn about being honest with everybody else? Which, by the by, you're gonna have to be. You're gonna have to be with the medical professionals that actually help you. You're gonna have to be brutally honest, and you're gonna have to be brutally honest with yourself. And you know, sometimes you ain't gonna like what you gotta say, or you ain't gonna like what your therapist or counselor has to say. But that's their job, and that's why you were there, is to learn. I mean, we know something's wrong. That's why we're there. So, excuse me. If you're wondering why I'm looking down, that's where I got my notes at. Like I said, I was a little more prepared. Looking at it now, yeah, still bad case, bad case of the diarrhea at the mouth. Uh, I think that one of the biggest things that helped me out, even to this day, me being in my recovery at the stage that I am, is having a professional that has went to school to me for me to confide in, for me to talk to, for me to tell how I'm feeling and what's going on. And and the only thing I hate about that is their time with you and your time with them is limited because of the size of the place and how many that go there, and etc., etc. And I think that if you have a means of getting out, you need to go find somebody, a professional that you can sit and talk to, that you can have the back and forth with, and help you kind of understand yourself a little better. I think that is a great thing. That right there is the most important tool, or one of the most important tools I have found. I'm going to go ahead and say right now, I'm sorry that this video is running as long as it is. I knew it wasn't going to be short, but I didn't really realize it was going to be this long either. And I apologize for that. And I surely hope I've not lost yins, and yins has already quit and unsubscribed and done flew the coop on me. So just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, I think the last thing I'm going to touch base on here is you've got to set goals for yourself. You got to set goals for yourself, and they've got to be goals that are going to push you. They've got to be goals that are within reach, but goals that are going to make you work. Going to make you get out there and put you in that uncomfortable place out of your comfort zone to get there. Because let's face it, staying in your comfort zone ain't working for you. Or it wasn't for me. Like I said, this is all based on me, my experience. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, doing a YouTube channel was one of my goals with a lady I used to see and talk to professionally, and she ended up getting a better job, and I so wish I could reach out to her. Her name was Miss Charlotte something. I have no idea. No idea. Maybe I can get up with her. I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. But yeah, so much for the notes. That's it. That is it. That's pretty much all I wanted to go over in this episode. Later on, as time goes by and more videos are made by this channel and me, I've already got quite a few people lined up that want to come on and tell their story. And if you are one of those people that want to tell your story, that's great. I think this is the place to do it. A good, safe place that maybe somebody else can learn from our, as a group's, mistakes. You know, and that's kind of what this channel, I wanted it to be about. You know, learn from something I did. That way you don't have to go down that dark and bumpy road. You can zig instead of zag and come out on the other side looking a little bit better than I did. Okay, I think that is it. That's it. I want to wrap up again by saying thank you to everybody that has helped me put the word out. Keep going. Keep going. I want to share this. Just keep going. Keep going. Pound that like button. You know, subscribe. Share with your friends and give them a little bit of the backstory of what we're trying to do here. And you know, not everybody's in recovery, and there's different levels of recovery. You know, there's recovery in depression. There's recovery from opioids. There's alcoholism. You know, I mean, even some folks take smoking weed or smoking pot too far. It takes over their life, you know, and you can be in recovery from about anything. You can take anything too far, and I'm going to end on that note right there. You can take anything too far. Try to keep all your habits good and keep her between the ditches. I'll see you next time. This is Brian saying, have a great day, and remember, you are special and you can do it. We've all got your back right here on this channel. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.